guys, welcome to another lovely day on a farm. This is a Foam TV and my name is Efomuhene. Thank you very much for sticking to the channel, watching our videos, liking, commenting and sharing. We appreciate you and God bless you for that. Today I am on a 15,000 capacity catfish farm that I just constructed for a client. And I just want to share the full details of how this, I'm sure I've already shared when we started the project and the progress report and everything. I just want to show you the finished product, how the product is after we have finished the construction and everything. So this is our 15,000 capacity catfish farm. As you can see, we have 3 big ponds and 2 smaller ponds. So this is one of the big ponds. The size or the dimension of this pond is 20 feet by 25 feet by 4 feet. So this is 20 by 25 by 4. And we are estimating that this can take about 4,000 catfish to maturity. So this is one of the big ponds. And then this is another big pond, the same size. All the 3 big ponds are of the same sizes. 20 by 25 by 4 feet high. Now, you can see in the construction of the ponds, because the 25 feet is quite long, we have erected solid concrete pillars in middle of each wall. Now, this is the 25 feet length. If you go to the width, which is the 20 feet, we have erected interlocking blocks. So at each 20 feet, which is in the middle, we have erected interlocking blocks to deal with the pressure that is going to come on that side of the pond. So you can see here too, you can see the interlocking blocks and then a pillar at the joint. So you have pillars at all, concrete iron pillars at all the corners, and then in the 25 feet length where it is long, we break it with the concrete and then we continue with that. So we construct a beam for it, and this is how all the 3 big ponds look like. So 4,000 by 3, that's going to give us 12,000. Let me show you the smaller ponds too. So we have 2 smaller ponds, and the smaller ponds are 20 by 10. 20 feet by 10 feet, or 10 by 20 feet by 4 feet high. And we have 2 of those. So these are going to be the nursery ponds. So this is how we plan and design our catfish ponds. If we know the capacity that we want to do, it's not all the ponds that you have to make them, so big, depending on the capacity. If you are going to do a 15,000, you can't make all of them 4,000 capacity 40. You must have some nursery ponds. So we have 2 nursery ponds here, 10 by 20 feet by 4 feet each, and that is going to serve as the first point of call for the fingerlings when they come in. We are going to put them in these 2 ponds and nurse them for the period. So the first, after sorting, then we put them in all the other ponds that we have here. So that is how the construction of a 15,000 capacity catfish farm, this is how we design it. Now I'm going to show you the plumbing work. I keep telling you that every project that we do, there's something new about the project. Now you can see this is very solid work. The concreting, the plastering and everything is very solid work that we have done. I'm going to show you the plumbing in a bit. So back here is where all the plumbing works are. Now I'm going to explain each and everything that you see here. Now this is our overflow pipe. As you can see, it comes inside the pond. So the intent of the overflow pipe, normally sometimes when we do the tarpaulin ponds or indoor ponds, we don't do overflow pipes. But this pond is going to be an outdoor pond. You can see we have not erected any shade on it, though later we are going to erect shade at least on the nursery ponds so that it will provide shade for the fingerlings when they are young. But when it rains out here, and let's say in the night you are not available, this overflow pipe is what is going to ensure that when the water gets to this level, it passes through this overflow pipe and then it joins this main pipe and goes to the drainage that we have constructed. Now, this is how we did our drainage system. This is a 3-inch air valve, or as we call it, stopcock. This is a 3-inch stopcock. Now, what this 3-inch stopcock is going to do is that, you see, these ponds are bigger ponds. Sometimes we use 2 inches, but because these are bigger ponds, I use 3 inches. And later you will learn another interesting thing about how we did this for the bigger ponds. For the smaller ponds, I used only 1 air valve for the smaller ponds. 1 air valve for the smaller ponds. So you have your 3-inch air valve coming out, and then we have a bushing, a 4-inch bushing, 3 to 4-inch bushing in this pipe. So this main drainage pipe, one pipe, is 4 inches. And the reason why we did 4 inches, but this is 3 inches, I'll show you in a bit. So the 3 inches joins the 4 inches for the smaller pond. So each smaller pond has 1 air valve. This one also has 1 air valve. As you can see, the air overflow of this pond is also here. Now, as we move on, we go to the bigger ponds. So this smaller pond also has 1 air valve. But immediately we get to the bigger ponds, you see that it has 2. It has 2 air valves. It means that it has 2 outlet ways. It has 2 outlets. So this is one at the first corner of the pond, and then there is another one here. So all these two air valves connect to this big pond. And the simple reason is that this pond is going to contain a lot of water, about 40,000 liters of water. That's even if you do maximum capacity. But at each point in time, this pond is going to contain between 20 to about 30,000 liters of water. So if you want to use only 1 outlet to get rid of all that water, it's going to take a lot of time. So that's why we have connected 2 air valves or 2 outlets for it. So what this outlet is going to do is that if you open this outlet and you open the other outlet too, it all comes into this main drainage pipe. And so if this is 3-inch and the other one is also 3-inch, and you do this drainage pipe also 3-inch, what is going to happen is that you will see that there will be some sort of blockage in the main pipe. So we did this 4 inches so that it will allow for all the water that rushes in to be able to go at the same time. And you see that we did not put them close. We did one at the far end and then the other one at the other far end. This is to ensure that by the time the water pressure from the other end gets to this side, the volume in the pipe or the main drainage pipe would not be too much for the main drainage pipe to carry. So that is the engineering, that is the engineering behind this plumbing work. And as I say, every project that we do, there is some uniqueness to that project. So in our previous projects that we have done, you see that we did not really do this setup, but this setup is new to this pond system that we have created here. So all the big ponds also have 2 air valves. All the big ponds have 2 air valves until it joins the main drainage system into the gutter that we are going to drop off the wastewater. So guys, this is the plumbing and the architectural, or if you like, the engineering of the 15,000 capacity catfish farm that we have constructed. As you can see, we have not erected or we have not constructed the inlet pipes yet. And the simple reason is that Our borehole is ready. We are yet to install the water tank that we are going to use. But we have, as I said, we have two sources of water. There's water back here that we are going to pump in a bit using a water pump. And then we have a borehole as a backup. Okay, so we are not leaving anything to chance on this project, making sure that we have covered every angle or we have tied all the loose ends. So this is updates on this project. I believe that when we started the project and we brought you the updates, you have seen how it went. It was a very successful project. Now what is left is that we are going to treat this pond. I'll bring you updates of treating the pond too, and then we are going to wait till the pond is fully cured or fully treated, and then we will introduce fingerlings into the pond. I believe you have learned something from this updates that I have shared with you, and then you continue sticking to the channel, watching our videos and sharing our videos. If you want to see more of this video, please click on the subscribe button, share this video, comment and like, and we'll be sure to get back to you on all your questions and your comments. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you another time. Bye bye.